let's see, what do we got first? Okay, so I understand that some versions at the time of this airing, there are a couple of commercials that have been purchased by Focus on the Family. And some of them have already been aired during the pregame, and so I was able to watch one of the commercials like minutes before the show began. Wasn't all that impressed, but let me give you the story. This is from 4:20 p.m. One version of Tim Tebow's controversial Super Bowl ad has already aired several times during the pregame show on CBS. Focus on the Family has prepared two ads, one for the pregame show and one during the game. Both tell the story of Tebow's birth. And for those of you like me who don't follow sports, he's some football guy who won the Heisman Trophy. His mother, Pam Tebow, was advised by a doctor to consider an abortion because she was taking heavy medication after suffering from dysentery during a missionary trip to the Philippines. She refused, and Tebow turned out to be happy, healthy, and one of the best college football players to ever play the game. Since news broke about the nature of the ad, controversy has ensued. A coalition of women's groups called on CBS to not run the ad, but the ad makes no mention of abortion, pro-life, or pro-choice. So I got the text here. I don't know if I want to read the whole thing, but I watched it, and it was basically, I call him my miracle baby. He almost didn't make it, but I was so worried about his health, and here he is today, and it's great. And then there's a little stinger at the end where they just pop up some text saying, for more information, go to focusonthefamily.org or something like that. So not explicitly mentioning being anti-abortion, but basically a hook to bring you into the so-called pro-life site. I guess you haven't been following this much.
No, I wasn't aware of this one. I think I mentioned the only ad news I had heard is that they refused an ad from Man Crunch.
Yeah, well, I have that story too.
Yeah.
But first, I want to say a little something about Tebow's story. There's a little bit of...
It might be Tebow.
Tebow?
I think so. I'm not sure.
Well, in that case, we've already received 10 emails telling us to correct our pronunciation.
But I might be wrong.
I'm going to go with Tebow. You could be right.
Okay, just hope I am. I don't know. It sounds familiar.
So let's see. There has been some rumors going around the internet indicating that in the year that Tim Tebow was born, abortion was actually illegal in the Philippines, and so her story wouldn't exactly match up with doctors advising her to have abortions.
But did it say it was when she came back? After a trip?
I don't think it said that. I think she gave birth in the Philippines.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to throw a wrench in it.
Let's see. She was taking heavy medication after suffering from dysentery during a missionary trip to the Philippines. She was advised by the doctor to consider an abortion.
Okay.
But I'm going to pass on that one because it's not totally clear. However, I am going to say that the Super Bowl Advertising Committee has a history of rejecting ads for advocacy, which makes it all the more weird that they're airing a pro-life ad from the extremely political group Focus on the Family right now.
Yeah.
So what you mentioned before, CBS has rejected an ad from a gay dating site called Man Crunch, telling the site that it is not within the network's broadcast standards for Super Bowl Sunday. This is a statement released by CBS. After reviewing the ad, which is entirely commercial in nature, our Standards and Practices Department decided not to accept this particular spot. As always, we are open to working with the client on alternate submissions. Hibbard reports that CBS believed Man Crunch was trying to generate free publicity by submitting an ad that was likely to be rejected.
Just the clips I saw looked funny.
What were they like?
It was like they have little pictures of it there up in the corner.
I don't want to be watching a movie.
No, I don't think it's live, but I mean you can see it's like the two guys are sitting there watching the game, and if I remember right, they both reach for the popcorn or something, their hands touch.
Yeah.
I mean it was hysterical. It was obviously done with a lot of humor and
mini romantic comedy.
It was the same kind of humor you would expect from any Super Bowl ad. That's what I thought when I saw it. I was like, that's pretty funny, but
All right.
I don't know.
That's
just me.
not the only ad that they've rejected, though. In fact, there were 2 rejected ads in 2004. Let's see. So this is from January 16th, 2004. U.S. football fans will not see ads featuring scantily clad vegetarians or a political attack on President Bush during February Super Bowl, after CBS said on Thursday that advocacy advertisements were out of bounds on professional football's biggest day. The network over the years has rejected dozens of advertising proposals by advocacy groups who argued that the network only airs controversial messages that it agrees with.
Apparently so,
they
yeah.
They rejected an ad by PETA.
Right.
And they also rejected an ad by MoveOn.org right in the middle of, the election year where Bush beat Kerry. So,
Yeah.
All right, I'm done with that.